Right, hey y'all. How y'all doing? Yeah. Thank y'all for coming out this afternoon. And thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule just to hear from Super Mayor, of course. We're going to talk to you as it relates to a lot of issues that's going on in our city, in our township, and of course nationally. Today is day one of Tiffany Finally Speaks. Normally, y'all really don't hear me engaging in mess as it relates to Q&As, things of that nature, because I always feel this way. My work speaks for itself. I want people to just judge me on my work and not judge me on hearsay, because this is not high school, but yet and still, we still treat it as though we're in high school. This is not that. Go through my city. Look at my city. Look at the accomplishments that we have created and all the things we have achieved under my leadership. Unfortunately, it's a big smear campaign going on that a lot of people don't understand or see, or a lot of people were so asleep to the fact of how politics work. Politics is hard, and I call it politics because all it is. It's tricking people to believe a narrative, which I feel that's what they have tried to do. And I'm going to use the word tried because a lot of my people in my community still supports your super mayor. So I thank you, residents, for believing in me, loving on me, and knowing that this too shall pass. But when it passes, I pray for healing of the village of Dolton. I pray for commitment to growth, commitment to change, because I know change is hard. A lot of people don't like change. A lot of people don't want it, but it's warranted in our day and times. It's just like I always get this example. Don't y'all remember when y'all had that two-way beeper pages? Remember that? The next to the church, toot, toot. Remember that? When no matter what we felt and what we thought, we had to adapt to that change. They gave it all to us at one time, which is these touchscreen telephones, and we all had to adapt to the new system. It's the same concept when you want to come and create new, innovative ideas to your community. A lot of people don't understand this. I am a young politician. I'm not older. Not older people have older ways, and they're stuck in their ways. The good thing about me is I keep up with technology. I keep up with what's new, what's hot. And that's what I bring to my community. A lot of people don't like how I move. And when I say move, I'm talking about I might come in dancing. I might come in the way I look. And unfortunately, it's not your opinion that matters as it relates to how I look. You should be glad that you have a mayor that looks the part, plays the part, and acts the part. You should be glad you have someone young that's vibrant, relatable to the youth. I am reaching the youth. I am a triple threat, let alone a double down threat. And that's what people don't like. I'm the first. I'm the first African-American female mayor of Dolton. Of course, we had other black mayors, but I'm saying I'm the first female and the youngest. I am also the first female and youngest and black for the largest township in the state of Illinois. That's what this is really all about. And that's why I said truth will prevail. Truth Speaks. It's coming soon. And I will be doing a whole platform literally almost every day, let alone every other day. And this is day one of Truth Speaks. This is my intro to Truth Speaks. This is me telling you how we started, what's going on in our community, how we're going to fix it, and what's next for your super mayor. Because unfortunately, I don't know, the news, y'all just love me. I love y'all too, to a certain extent. But I'm saying, this is truly news you can use. And I want y'all to go take that to the bank. Go tell that. Because y'all film things and y'all chop it all up, and I don't appreciate that. I hate the fact that when we give you a statement, it's always cut up. I hate the fact that when we give an interview or a resident that you might interview when you come around, you chop it up, or you don't show or display that resident that truly care about their community and truly got facts versus fiction as it relates to what has been done in their community. You don't play that. Residents, I challenge you today to go fact check everything you hear, everything you see. And I say on both sides, I'm very honest when it comes to that, because I stand on what I say, and I mean what I say. And I want you to check it and not necessarily just believe myself or believe others. Go and research it. And how you do that, right? That's the question. You FOIA the information. So when people say, hey, the mayor raised your property taxes, guess what? I don't vote for property taxes. You can go check it. Go for it. I even made a video for the village of Dolton to show you who raised your property taxes, how it got raised. It's a tax levy that basically they vote on. And it tells you everybody that voted yes, everybody that voted no, and anybody that wasn't there. And that's how you fact check information before you tend to believe it, because everybody got a hate page or a hate group that's going around against one individual. It's sad. And it's sad because I do believe that hate is taught. I do. I don't believe it's none that you're born with. I think that people teach each other to hate one another. And you have haters too, whether it's in your work profession, whether it's in a church, whether it's at schools. Everybody got somebody that don't like them or like how they do something. But it's up to you to live in your moment, live in your truth. Don't let nobody change who you are as a person. Don't let anybody tell you how you should walk or talk. Because at the end of the day, you are who you are. Look at the president. Donald Trump is the president of the United States, despite how we feel about it. Whether it was good, bad, or indifferent, he is our president. And that's all I'm telling you. I'm going to come in on a landslide. And when I do, make sure y'all in the room to go tell that. Because the lies that you have told is so heartbreaking that you guys have put me in a predicament where you get people attacked. People coming to my home. We're going to discuss all these things that you've been seeing. And it's sad because you are people. And you should have a problem with things like that, because now you're going beyond politics. You're going beyond who I am. I am a public official, and I hate using that word because I am a servant to the people. But that's who I am. So attack my family, my loved ones. Come on, y'all, stop. And you guys have seen it. So I'm going to start with this. I'm going to allow the people that I am running with to say a couple words to you guys so you can know the faces, and you can ask them questions if you like as relates to what they're going to bring different to Dolton. To my right, I have Tanika Hughes. She is running for clerk because that department needs a ton of work. When you guys send FOIAs, again, another thing I get blamed for, I'm not the FOIA officer. They want me to be over everything. I get blamed for anything. The cat ran across the street, it's Tiffany fault. The people sitting outside, it's Tiffany fault. No. I am not over that. I govern the town. That is my responsibility. But I'm going to educate you on what a mayor does, what a trustee does, what a clerk does. Because right now they got so many misleading informations or things out there that people don't understand. And that's why I said check it. And that way you will know the truth for yourself instead of what somebody told you. And also Tanika Hughes, she's the director/manager, all in all, over the GA department in Thornton Township. That's where you go to get help at with your LIHEAP, your CETA. And we also help with your water bills, your mortgage, your rent, and also help you bury loved ones. These are the things that the fake news should use to educate the public on the resources, because you could be struggling with one of those things and you don't even know that you could go to Thornton Township and get help. Whereas we have over $4 million surplus in her department, that's the GA department. We got over $9 million total with GA in the general fund as well. But these are things they should be advertising instead of talking about a person. But understand this, news is fake because they have to use things to draw you in. And right now they got commercials about me. I ain't never seen no mess like this ever in my life. It's other places that have mayors, board members, whether they're trustees or aldermen or committee members that they have problems with, but the news don't play that. They just playing Tiffany Henyard. So you should always ask yourself, why? Why don't they show the good that I do? Why don't they show you the things that when the kids know who the mayor is of that city, where the kids know who the supervisor is of that township? When you go into other towns or villages or cities, no one even knows who that mayor is, let alone the governor is. So all I'm saying to you guys is educate yourselves, and that's why I would say let me educate you. If people take it the wrong way, get offended by it, only people that don't know get offended by it. The people that know and understand or didn't know what was going on, they say, oh, okay, I didn't know that. I learned something today, and that's just what it is. My girl is running for trustee here in our village. We need a new face in the place, and we need something different. And I pray that you give everybody the opportunity to be heard. I pray you give people the opportunity to serve you and not just go with the same old mess. Because if you never change, nothing will change in your life until you make that change. And I urge everybody to get out and vote. I want that movement to be big because the numbers are really low in the village of Dolton, let alone everywhere. People just don't want to vote. but yet everybody got an opinion about politics, right? You got an opinion about the people that's in office, but yet you won't go voice your opinion to vote them out of office. And I ask you to do that because right now, people have been gridlocking my government, gridlocking process and progress for you residents, services for you residents. And then I always show you who did it. But yet I don't hear your voices. I don't hear you speaking up for who did what to you. So I'm urging you to get more involved. I'm urging you to stop with the tunnel vision of going from A to B, which is home to work, grocery store to home. I'm urging you to get more involved with your government. Understand this, there are several different bodies of government in your village or your city. You have park, library, school board. You have all these other entities that take from your tax base. And that's something, a segment I did while I was trying to teach people how to read their tax bill and who takes what portion of their tax money. Something that I'm trying to do, let me have one more. Something that I'm trying to do is, thank you so much, is, is basically give you a tax refund for the portion for Thornton Township. The tax refund is 100%. Understand this. We at Thornton Township only utilize 5 cents per dollar of your tax money. That's it. So if you look at your tax bill, it might say Thornton Township, $53. Thornton Township, $102. It's that small. The bulk of your taxes come from your city or your village. That's how it works. And a lot of people don't understand that or know that. So that's what I mean by I'm going to go through a cycle of day 1, day 2, day 3, so I can go over each segment and educate you on how it works. And then you can ask questions. So I'm going to set something up where I'm going to put, okay, the topic for tomorrow will be taxes, property taxes. And then you can put your questions down in my feed and we will answer them. And the way I would do it is exactly how you see me doing it now. I am on live as well as there's people in the room, and I will answer those questions. And if I don't know the answer, I will get the answer to you. But I just want you to know that now that I have the nation's attention, I want to educate the nation, because it's been too many times that fake politicians have been using your inability to get the knowledge, to get the information, or thinking that you're naive to the fact that you didn't know, and then you vote blindly. I want to stop that. And that's more of the reason why I'm being attacked. I am telling you guys too much information that's helping you pick better people. Understand that your food is poison. I don't care what nobody say. I just don't think that they put the proper things in the food stuff. And when I say poison, because people take things around with it, I'm saying all the pesticides, all the things that's on your food. So you should kind of look at that. And that's another segment, because I stray a lot. That's another segment that I'm going to talk about is your food. I think that you guys should just prepare for life a little different. And whatever you want to eat, you eat. Some people are vegetarians, some people are not. But I just want you to know that knowledge is power. I don't care what anybody say. When you know better, you do better. But somebody has to be willing to give you the information, and you have to be willing to listen. Because half the time I have hecklers, I have people that want to overtalk me when I'm trying to give the knowledge. But a lot of people have come up to me after meetings, whether it's on social media or anything, and say, thank you for that, because I didn't know. And now, Tiffany, I can apply that to my city that I live in. I have people that from all over that support me, and I thank them for that, because they didn't know half the things that I'm teaching right now. And like I said, people don't want you to tell what they've been doing. And that's kind of why I say truth speaks now. So all I'm going to do is lay it on the table. You can either use it or you can let them abuse it. But I pray that you do use it, because I want my people to be better. Because for lack of knowledge, our people will perish. And I do not want that for the Black and brown communities especially. Because they always say this about us. If we put it in the book, they will never find it. But guess what? This sister reads. And this is why I'm able to educate my people on facts versus fiction, and give you data that you can take to the bank and say, hey, this the truth right here is in black and white, because black and white don't lie. They always say men lie, women lie, but numbers don't. And that's kind of where we are. And then we're going to talk about the finances. We're going to talk about everything, but each segment will be different, and it will be geared towards facts. Not just hearsay, because when I speak, I don't like to get up and just talk about nothing. I hate when people do that, or they just throw a lie to you and then you run with it. At least go fact check it. But some people into that gossip and that mess. And that's why you are where you are in your life. Nowhere. So please try to change that in 2025 and fix it so we can do better with growth. So now I'm going to let you hear from Tanika. Tanika is running for clerk here in the village of Dolton. So we're going to let you hear from her.
I got glare. I'm sorry, y'all. Good afternoon, everyone. And good afternoon to the live media people watching through Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and all the others, internet-based. Let me give a little information about myself. I've been a resident of Dolton for almost 40 years. I watched Dolton change and grow and change and grow. I remember when I got here that there was not an African-American mayor to stalk out here. And then after that, things have changed. I remember when I live across the street from a school, and I remember when the school was so quiet, you didn't hear anybody coming or going. And then as the time has gone on, you're starting to hear people make noises and get involved, and the children having fun. Because I didn't know if the kids had fun, and my brothers and sisters went to the school. I was like, do y'all make noises? Yeah. I was like, I can't hear, but now you can hear the liveliness of our young people throughout our community. And that adds more to the parks being used, the library being used, as well as the things that Mayor Henyard has brought to them with the skating rink, as well as the basketball hoops. My job, I ran for clerk. For those who don't know, in 2016, I ran for clerk and lost by about 120 votes. That was a little disheartening, but as time has went on, I've watched the town slowly. The clerk's office start putting information on the website. They started doing things a little different. In 2021, I declined the opportunity to run again for other reasons. And then when Mayor Henyard asked me would I like to do it again, I actually went to her first and said, in 2025, I'm running with you for clerk. And when she said, she reminded me nicely that I made that declaration. So I said, okay, I'm going to do it. And I'm glad I did, because I've seen what is going on. Our community, one of my things when I said in 16 I wanted to do is be transparent. You have to stay neutral as the clerk.
Amen. Your
Your job is to record the record of any meeting, be it trustees meeting, be it whatever meeting that's going on in the village. You're supposed to record that. You're supposed to go there, sit down, record it, be video or be audio, take minutes or whatever. You're supposed to be there as a neutral party. I think we have taken away from what we're supposed to be doing. If you come there and ask for minutes of any meeting, be it video or audio, we should be able to give you that information. That's public information. It should also be posted on your websites or on the village website, or even in the online where you can hit the number, whatever meeting that is, and pull it up. I think we haven't gotten there all the way there yet. We haven't. Some of the things over the years the clerk department used to be in charge of. They used to be in charge of your stickers. They used to be in charge of your water bill. They used to be in charge of your getting your permits to do work on your homes. But as years on, certain mayors have dished out that to make it in a separate department. Some things went under the mayor. Some things went to a building and planning department. So I kind of want to unify us all together. That's what I would like to do. But I understand at the end of the day, the mayor makes that call. But I would like us to be unified so that if they come to my department and say, how many permits was handed out? I don't want to have to call the building permit and say, how many building permits did y'all hand out? I should be able to say, we handed out 375 building permits like you all were doing in your reports that Mr. Moore or Ms. Austin was given at one time. Those things should be public information along in the clerk's office as well. We have a lot of changes we would like to do as a group, the vision that the mayor has and the vision that each trustees and myself want to come together and give to you, the residents. The hardest part about that is people sometimes say, well, my vision is more important than yours. No, it's not. We are a team. All our visions are very important. And what we do to do that, we have to come to the table, sit down and have real dialogue. That's why we're having this conversation with you today. Good, better, and different. We sometimes may not like some of the things, but I'll give you this one. But the next time I have something, I want you to give that to me. And that's negotiation. That's working it out, because we might need to work on a plan for the mayor right at that moment. Down the road, we may need to do something that the trustees want to do. And down the road from there may be my opportunity for our department to do something. All I want to do is bring back unity in our community. That's all. I want us to be the example that, since the world is looking at us, let's be the example that the world said, wow, they're doing something. They're accomplishing something. Not just for negativity, but for unity. Bringing us together. We could change so many things. We could be sitting in positions for years, but at the same time growing in those positions for years. Everybody in this room got an idea. Everybody online got an idea how to do something, when to do it. But we got to come together to the table. Bring your ideas. We bring our ideas. We work it out together. I believe Mayor Henyard has some great ideas. We've already seen some of them come to pass. And then can you imagine how many more ideas she has for the future? So an opportunity should be given to all of us to help make Dolton better and move forward. And I thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. All right, next we have Miss Linda Terrell. She's running for a trustee. Go ahead, Miss Linda.
Hi. Most of you people here probably know me already. My name's Linda Terrell, and I work for the Senior Transportation Department at Thornton Township. I'm a people person, and I'm not about a lot of messiness and things of that nature. And the thing is, if elected, I'm clearly all about the people only. I'm not going to get involved in any messiness. I think what's going on now is horrendous with the township and with Dolton. You know, people need, we all have to come together and communicate as one. Sitting on the board as a trustee, you can be assured that I'm not going to be involved in it, you know. So, most of you know me from the Transportation Department. Does anybody in here use our service, first of all, in the Transportation Department? No. Okay. I have so much to say, so many things to say, and I really don't. They selected me as a trustee to run for trustee of the village of Dolton. Does anybody have any questions? First of all, I should say, if any questions, go ahead, please.
I'm sorry, I'm a little voice.
It's okay.
I think we should have been here to hear your side of the story. I came all the way from Indiana. I grew up in Dolton and Riverdale, and I never got to hear to cover this and hear what y'all have to say.
Right.
I agree.
Right.
I agree.
I think we're all better together, you know. Sitting on the board as trustee, that's one of the things I would push for, us being together as one unit. You know, we are better together, and we should look out for the people of the town. That's what it's all about, keeping them safe and healthy, you know. So that's basically what it's all about. I don't know where all of this, the problem came. There was a breakdown in communication somewhere. When you start seeing those cracks, you have to patch them, because it can get out of control, and which it has gotten out of control now, and this is what has happened, you know. And I urge anybody that's listening to all of these problems and all of this mess, listen carefully and fact check it. And you have to, it's critical listening. That's what it is. You have to pull back that propaganda and really listen to what they're saying, because most of it is not true. You know, I listen to it, I'm like, well, that's not true. That's a play on words. They twist things. But if you're just listening to the propaganda people spreading all of this stuff, you know, you're gonna believe what you hear. You're gonna believe what's on the news. But when they say something on the news, go fact check it. Go ahead, please.
I have a question. Online, it's been theories of the buses being in Indiana and stuff. Can you clarify that you sometimes to the dialysis on the board? It's on your website. Can you clarify that for me?
Yes, we do. We do. There's one place we go to in Indiana, Hammond, Indiana, and that's to DaVita.
Yeah.
So that's one of our exceptions. But for the most part, we transport people within the township. There's 5 exceptions. There's one over in Monster, Indiana. We take them to community hospital. And there's another place, Franciscan Clinic over there in Monster, Indiana. We go over there as well. South Suburban Hospital, we go there. They're not in Thornton Township, but we also take them there too. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I'm all done. I just want. Well, hold on. I just wanted to say, may God's will be done as it is in heaven, as it is on earth, as it is in heaven, as it is on earth. Did I get that wrong? I know I turned it wrong. Did I turn it wrong?
We got it.
So you know what? We have to bring. You know what? We have to bring. You know what? We need to bring prayer in Dolton, because there's a demonic spirit over Dolton. I have never seen anything like this in my life. You know, and no matter how much you try and explain yourself or explain the situation, you know, it never changed. She's been explaining herself forever. She's been telling you, well, this is not true, this is not true, and no matter what she says, nobody's listening. And I do I look for the research. I'm like, she's right. She's telling the truth. Why aren't they listening to her? So you know, the only thing I can tell you is just to fact check everything that you hear and pass it on. If you hear somebody saying things that are not true, ask them the question. You know, where did you find this information out? You know, check it out, because it really isn't true. So I'm hoping and I'm praying and I'm pushing and I'm fighting to get on board. And if I do, it's going to be about the people. It's not going to be about this messiness, you know. And I believe in unity, bringing both parties together. That's what I call them, parties, because they're divided. Because we have to do it, and we have to bring unity to the community, you know. If we want to be respected on the outside, you know, it's about us together and having community pride. That's what we need, community pride. Don't you want to feel good about where you live? You know, and we're all divided. We're all on the news and everything's, you know, the propaganda. It's ridiculous. You know, so I'm hoping that we can move forward so that Mayor Henyard can continue her work. And I have those same visions she has. And I'm sure when people leave here today, I'm hoping that you would do some fact checking and pass it on. We need to create our own propaganda, you know, but with the truth. Spread the truth.
All right. Thank you. All right, guys. That was Miss Linda Terrell. She is running for trustee here in the village of Dolton. And just to the question that the young lady asked about where our buses go, that's why you don't hear us entertain everything somebody say, because they don't know the truth. And I'm glad she cleared that up to where our buses go. Why you care for our buses in Indiana? What they have to do with you on the outside? All what matters is that we help a resident go and get dialysis or get chemo radiation. Whatever they was going for is what matters. But yet we so caught up in the moment of, they over here, they doing this. Look what come on, y'all. We can't keep answering every little detail because somebody said it about us, because we will be part of the mess. And that's what we're trying to stay away from. Couple things that I just want to talk about. How do we get started, right? A lot of people don't understand how this whole thing came to be what it is. So I'm going to take about 5-10 minutes. I think I got 10 minutes left to just go through that, because I'm going to do an intro today. Of course, each step, like I just stated, I reiterated, we're going to talk each day about one topic, and I'll try to stay on a topic, because I could keep going to so many things because there's so much to tell you, but I want to stick to the plan. So today is strictly the intro of who is Tiffany Henyard? How did I become the person I am today? So how did I start? I ran for trustee in 2013. 2013, I became the youngest trustee for the village of Dolton. I am, well, no, I sat there for 8 years. I'll say that. I ran in 2013. I had to rerun again in 2017, and then I won again. And that's what Tanika Hughes, our future clerk, was stating to you. She ran on a ticket with us along with a couple other people that wanted to run for office. Stan, he ran for mayor. Unfortunately, my entire ticket lost. The only person that was left standing was who you see today, your super mayor. I was the only one that won off the ticket in 2017. So I knew right then and there I had to go in fighting because I was the lone wolf on the board. Over the years, I went back and forth over truth, like meaning telling them y'all wrong. This is how it go. Here's the facts. And of course, I lost the battle as it relates to the debate on the board with board members because they had majority rules. They voted for whatever they wanted, but I just always stated whatever it was that I thought it was that should have been done for the record. So if you go check the minutes, you will see. But I've always been the person that you see today, which is the fighter in me. And that's what I want you to see and not think that, hey, she's just doing this. I've always been the same spunky person that I was always outspoken and always fought for the people. And I got coined the people's trustee. Therefore, me and that mayor went back and forth. He came for me as it relates to my seat. He tried to do a recall as well. That's the stuff that people don't know. That's why I say go fact check stuff. And then he lost. He tried to recall me, Stan, and also Robert Hunt. He was not successful, right? So all my life I had to fight, right? So basically, that was 2013 to 2017 to 2021. As that mayor fought with me and tried to come for my seat, I then said, you know what? I'm going to run for your seat. So I ran for mayor in 2021. The whole community was behind me because everybody always knew me. I've been on the board for 8 years. Okay? So a lot of people don't understand that my community know who Tiffany Henyard is. I'm vested in our community. I grew up in the village of Dolton. That's why you see me fight so hard for it. Remind you, let me just put this out because everybody like to talk about my money. We only make $50,000 for those that don't understand how this game goes. As a trustee, we make half of that. $25,000 is what I made from 2013 to 2021. 2021, I became your mayor. Our salary is only $50K. Make more than that in my business. Just want to put that out there for those that hate on me in money. It's not about money for me. It's about the commitment to want change in my community that I grew up in. Because when I came here, we had Ponderosa, Red Lobster, White Hentry. That's it. We had all those things, and we had the Pancake House. We had all those things down Sibley, and it was majority white. Everybody on my block was white. My friends was white. I'm just giving you this information because this is the part y'all all missing. It was not black. It became black, like she stated, when Shaw and them came. That was the other mayors. A lot of people don't know Dolton's history. Learn the history before you start judging what people are saying because you don't know what the person been through. Just like when you go somewhere, and you like people see your story, but they don't know your history, right? So once you learn the history, now you can better judge a person, which shouldn't be judging nobody, but people judge people. So that's how that little bit happened. 2013, trustee. 2017, trustee. 2021, I became the first female youngest mayor for the village of Dolton. Never in my life did I think that I was going to go through this much scrutiny over control, over power, just so you understand the why and what it's about. Never in my life would I would have thought that my board that I have currently now was bought. Never would I have thought when I became your mayor in 2021, going in 1 week, 2 weeks, a month, would I be facing another recall? Because that's what my board did to me. And y'all asked me what happened. 2021, I was facing another recall that I just told you the previous mayor tried to recall me. And then now I'm going in with people that ran on my back, on my ticket, my coattail, right, to get in office, that I got over the hump. They would never won without me. I'm letting you know that now. Go check the history. But that's another segment because I'm going to go through each one and I'm going to show you that they always been bums looking for crumbs. I'm going to let you know. This is what it is. So I'm going to tell the truth and shame the devil. That's what you're going to get today. So as we go through these motions, I just want you to fact check. And I'm going to put up the receipts because y'all was talking about my receipts. I'm going to put up the receipts to show you what it is. So if that wasn't the case, the people that jumped ship from another mayor would have stayed with that mayor if that person thought that mayor was going to win. Obviously, they didn't, so they came with your super mayor. So I carried everybody on my back. Y'all know I'm tired, my back caving in, you know. A lot of weight, carried it, and I made it. right? So when I made it in 2021, they already had a plan for me. Little did I know. And that plan was to recall me from office. We went to court, literally the first one in. I ain't even get to see to get warm yet. The judge said, what did she do? Why are y'all in here? Already, right now, recall her? What did she do? Did she do something malice? What did she do? You know, they said, no, nothing. No. Why are you in here? The judge denied. Bam. Right? Next thing I know, they go appeal it. Now, that judge already said, no, you cannot recall Tiffany Henyard. We go to court again. Now, this y'all tax money, right? They keep saying who doing what. I'm telling you, if you just listen, who's doing what, who's spending your money. It's not Tiffany Henyard. We go to appellate court. Now, this still costs. Now, remind you, the only person that's making money off of us, meaning Dolton residents, is the attorneys. That's it. And that's another segment I'm going to have about all these attorneys that's coming in here, making money and running to their good, nice neighborhoods, right? Okay. Go to appellate court. Same situation. Why you in here? Why you trying to recall her? All these things. Now, remind you, I ain't done nothing. But I'm facing this recall because somebody said something, put it on paper, and filed it. So you got to still fight against what somebody say. Denied. Okay. I'm like, yeah, okay, let's go. Here we go. Let's go try to do my job. Go to the Supreme Court. This is how they wasting y'all money. And this is what I'm saying.
Illinois Supreme.
Yeah, Illinois Supreme Court, right? This is what I'm fighting with. I just got in office. And I'm fighting with the board that I just brought into office. Them snakes. Them devils. The ones that's really corrupt. But don't worry, in due time, I'm going to show you. Because I'm going to lay the breadcrumbs out and show you. Because paper is believing, right? Go to the Supreme Court. Get before the Supreme Court. Supreme Court say, why she in here? Same stuff, same story. And they got transcripts on everything I'm talking about. I ain't done anything. Y'all already recalling me. I just got in office. I ain't get to breathe. I ain't get to say I want to build this. I want to create this. Nothing. Because I'm fighting with the board that I just bought in office. Guess what they do? Denied. So here I am today as your mayor. I'm going through all these court proceedings, still loving on the people, still holding my head high, still smiling, still coming out there dancing with y'all. But I'm going through all this scrutiny in the process. So when they lost court, guess what they did next? Went and took me off the bank account. Went in the bank. This is that clerk that's currently now the clerk and that wannabe mayor who's a trustee now. Them two went into a bank and removed your mayor from the village's bank account where it's millions of dollars, right? But this ain't what they ain't telling y'all none of this, right? They leaving all these facts out. Ain't over no bank account. Ain't no nothing. Guess who signed the checks? That trustee. That clerk. But they ain't tell y'all none of that, right? I got the checks. I'm going to show it off. All this going on, but no one wants the facts. The news not putting the facts out. So I'm going back and forth in court fighting with them. And you know, one thing I don't care. I understand you got to go through the process and all that. But the system needs to be fixed. The system is broken. I don't care what nobody say. Broken. They take you through all these games because it's all about money. Okay, you come in, you sue somebody. Now you got to respond. Then that person got to ask for a lawyer. Then now they give you a 30-day extension. Then you got to go and you get time to respond to them. Now that's another 20 days. Then after that, come back. Then you get to respond. That's another 30 days. Just the game of the court system that I do not like. So it's like kick the can down the road. And that's what's been happening, right? I dealt with that for almost a year, trying to get back onto the bank account. Then election came up, right? Pause. Okay, we're going to do this 3 months out. Yeah, I know it's January, but we're going to wait to April to hear this case. Huh? What? Oh, April. We're going to wait till April? Whew, okay. We wait. All for them to come back and say what? What they did was wrong, illegal, unconstitutional, put it back on the bank account and take everybody else off. Why I had to go through all that for a year just to get that result in the end, when that was the result in the beginning, because we'd proven our case. That's what I went through, guys. It's 2 years. 2 years straight. Now, I'm victorious again. This is what your super mayor dealing with. Now, guess what came next? The smear campaign. Because the next year, 2022, this is how you know you let God handle everything. I tell y'all that, I mean it. Let him handle everything in your life, all your battles, all your things when you're in your moments and you think, oh, God, what am I going to do next? Let God be God. 2022, Frank Zuccarelli passes away. Township, they're fighting over who they're going to appoint for a supervisor at that point, right? They don't get along. Them board members, they fight with one another. They don't want this person, that person. All that go on for a while. What was it? Month, 2 months? How many months? 2 months. Now, this before I got involved in any of it. 2 months, it happens. And then they wait till the last day.
The last day.
Where they had to,
hours.
the last hours, where they had to appoint the supervisor, right? Reminding you, several people went up on that table. When I say several, several. Even Napoleon, even Stan, everybody that you could think of, they called that name out. They made a motion, couldn't get a second. Made a motion, got a second, couldn't get the votes. Every time. Now, I'm in the room, right? I'm the mayor of Dolton, so I'm in the room. Because you always want to be in the room because I'm coming to beg whoever it was that they was going to choose to help Dolton. I always go begging for Dolton. That's how I get a lot of things because I'm always in the room. So when I'm there, Anthony keep failing. They keep going back and forth, and then they go to closed session. As they're in closed session, they still arguing. They come back out. They motion somebody else up. They second it. Nothing happens. Okay. Go back into closed session. This is what we watching. We on the outside, like how y'all watching us here. Everybody just sitting, waiting, and they still fighting over who it should be. After that, they come out. Next thing I know, your girl name get called on the table. I motion Tiffany Henyard. Oh, snap. I got a motion. We're cooking with gas. I get a second. Oh, okay. So they get a motion in a second. Call the roll. Such and such person. Such and such I. Such and such person I. Oh, I got two. I need one more. I need one more. Now remind you, it was right before midnight. 5 minutes before midnight. The third person, which I think was it Jerry? Who's the third person? Joyce Washington. Rest her soul. She said, the crowd go crazy. It's like mixed feelings, like, and then, oh my God, it's Tiffany. Oh my God, what am I doing? It was just up and down type of emotions, right? So I became the first female, youngest African-American supervisor of the largest township in the state of Illinois. Ooh, people mad now. Oh, I got more enemies now. Oh, God, what have you done, right? That's what you're thinking. But at the same time, God blessed me while I was going through what I just broke down to you. I was going through all that mess. And he blessed me. He enlarged my territory. As they say, well, God will make your enemies your footstool. That's exactly what happened for me. Not knowing I was going to get all these other powerful enemies, right? Because that's what happened. So now, everybody want to control you. Because now you got the big seat. Frank Zuccarelli was in that seat for over 30 years. I didn't hear y'all say a word, a peep, or nothing to that man. Attack him as it relates to go after his seat. I ain't see y'all do none of that. But when the sister get the seat, because that's what the problem people got. When a black, young, vibrant person gets the seat, everybody got a problem because y'all want to control her. I am not to be controlled. Y'all should know that and see that and feel that. I ran to lead and not follow. I just told y'all I followed for what? 8 years. 8 years I followed as a trustee. That's what it is. You're learning the job and you're learning how to be a better trustee. So that's why I did 2 terms. And then I wanted to lead after that. So it's the same concept. I ran to be the head, not the tail. So once I got that seat and I got more enemies and all these people mad because now they want to tell me what to do. I did all the branches. I reached out to several people saying, hey guys, I'm the new supervisor. I would like to sit down with you and talk about what can we do to uplift your community. Because now I'm over all the communities. When I say all, 17 cities, which is 190,000 residents for Thornton Township. That's what I'm over, guys. That's the power of Frank Head. So now me, I'm a people person. I want everybody to engage with what their needs were for each community. So now comes the hate, the man, Tiff, we ain't coming. Okay, why not? And that's what I was dealing with, just not to belabor the point of the story. So I'm dealing with people that didn't want to come to the table because now I'm at the head of the table. And that's why I tell you to always stay prayed up, let God lead your steps, and let God make the choices for you on the next movement to your life. And that's what has happened for me. That's how I got all the seats, because they tell me to wrap it up. So let me try to wrap it up. That's how I became your super mayor, and that's how I became, for those that don't know, let me back up. Super mayor. Let me break down what that means, because a lot of people don't understand that terminology. They're like, she's just making up stuff. She's a superhero now, huh? Yep, I am a superhero with a cape. I am the mayor of Dolton, and I'm also the supervisor of Thornton Township. All I did, again, this is my youthfulness, right? All I did was be creative about my title, and I put them both together. Instead of saying mayor, supervisor, you just saying super mayor. So it's the supervisor for soup, and it's mayor for Mayor Dolton. And that's how we came up with it, so you understand the terminology behind what that means. As I come to a close, you see, I got so much to say. I can keep going. As I get ready to come to a close, I just wanted you to know the steps of my life from 2013 to 2017, 2021, and then 2022. Now, the thing that's up now is re-election. Right now, I have re-election for the village of Dolton. I am #1 on the ballot here. I am running for mayor again, of course. And again, I am the people's mayor. So that is up now. The other thing that I am fighting for and against is the caucus. And I'll just hint on that for those that don't kind of understand what that is. The caucus is how people get to choose to select someone to run for supervisor, trustees, clerk, highway commission, and also assessor. All those things you would have had picked or chosen someone at the caucus. Unfortunately, Napoleon, he did a dictatorship move on that day and did not allow anyone to nominate anyone in the building for the caucus. That was December 3rd. You know, for those that don't know, y'all know I'm a fighter, so I don't have to keep saying that. I went and filed a lawsuit against the illegal actions of the caucus. So far, I have been victorious. I've won. We had court about 2-3 days ago, and that was for the caucus, but it relates to service. Napoleon and his DOT team has been dodging service. They've been running from the sheriff, so they didn't want to get served. So we went to court just so people will know, and it's something else that people will learn from me. Did you guys know you can do service through email, social media, Facebook, Instagram? Did y'all know that? That you could serve somebody through that? You can. So the judge granted me that service through email. So we're doing that now, and I go back to court Friday for the caucus case. So now he will be served. He can't run no more, because you got to understand what I just tell you. They try to buy down the clock. They just keep going and kicking the can down the road. You avoid service. Now you got an election come up. And our job is to make sure that it's done the right way and get the judge to throw everything out and redo the caucus. Or you can just put Tiffany Henyard on the ballot, because, you know, I was in the building. I was the only one fighting against the person that was doing the wrong actions to the public. It was voter suppression at its worst. They did not allow people to come in. You had people outside chatting, let us in, let us in, let us vote, let us vote. We got it all on video. So I'm gonna start posting all that kind of stuff so you can see it, and you can be like, dang, this stuff really did happen. Unfortunately, the news was too busy in the building that they come outside to get the crowd, and all the people was out there. We came with busloads of people. We had over 500 people show up. And that's what I'm saying. My support is my support. My base is my base. And they knew once they let us in that building, he wasn't winning nothing. Because if he thought he could win, he would have let them people in. And he didn't. We was all out there like this, huddled together. That's bad. Because at the end of the day, you still is a senator, right? You still got seats. And them people have to vote for you. So how dare you treat them that way because of a seat that you want to take, that you should have tried to take when Frank was here, but you didn't. So miss me with that. So that's what we're fighting over or going back and forth over, just so you understand what the caucus is and how that works. And if you got questions about it, I always tell you, send it, type it, send a question and go from there. To the people that follow me, you know, if you don't like me or like what I say, I don't know why y'all follow me. I really don't. I don't know why y'all post things on my lives that's really irrelevant to what we're talking about. This is for people that strictly want to know a different narrative, want to hear a different side, so now they can decide on what they want to believe. This is nothing more than that, and especially when you don't live here. These people live out of state. Oh my God. They fly into our community, and it's hurtful because they really do. And they get up to the podium and say, with pride, I'm from Washington, I'm from Arizona, I'm from whatever, wherever. Why? Okay, why are you here? You don't have a stake in this game as it relates to our village. You don't have a house here, a loved one here. So your opinion should be to where you stay. Go to Washington to their board meetings. Go to Arizona to their board meetings. But you're here in Illinois. I don't understand. So that's what I want to say about that. I think I covered the power struggle as it relates to my board and me, how it started, how we got to where we are. So I'm glad I was able to clear that up. The last thing that I'm going to talk about before I end this live is the threats. What day was that? I think Monday. Monday, we had a board meeting here in our village of Dolton. I sent out a letter saying that I'm canceling the meeting due to the threats that we received. Believe it or not, my police department called me first, and they told me, Mayor, we think you should cancel the meeting because of threats that we have. Later on, I know that I did, and I know they did, contacted everybody. State's attorney, the FBI, everybody. Even residents contacted the FBI, which I thank you guys for that. Thank you, residents, for contacting other people because of the threats that you guys see or saw on social media. Social media bullying is real, guys. I am dealing with it. I am going through it. And it's a shame that people bully you behind a keyboard, it's sad. When they put the threats up, people have reported them. And when they reported them, that's what led the police department to say we should cancel the meeting. Once they sent the letter out, I wrote my letter advising my residents of Dolton, don't go to that meeting because it's not safe. And my job is to protect everybody, the whole community, even the stupid people that show up to do dumb stuff. Protect you too, because you got a mom, a dad that really care about you. So I advise you to just stay where you are. So basically, once I did that, the wannabe mayor still said they're having a meeting. That person then said there's no threats. How you know there's no threats? We sent y'all the letter too. We told everybody. The trustees, we told everybody of these threats. But yeah, everybody want to play like it's no threats. So I advise you this, residents. You shouldn't believe in people that don't believe in public safety. Public safety is number one for me, hands down. Like I tell everybody, I'm a mom first. I understand titles. I tell other people, y'all title holders. That's nothing when you ain't doing the work. You're holding a title. You're not producing products. Y'all can't do nothing but lip box, but I am showing work. And that's why I would say my work speaks for itself. So when that person said that it was no threat to the community, it concerned me for my residents of Dolton because I don't want nobody to walk into the fire or trap or anything not knowing. And that's why I put mine out. But knowing and seeing is believing, but you have to take heed to that because nowadays people are crazy. When that threat happened, y'all know what happened after that? Because everybody said there was no threat. All right? Anybody in here know what happened after that? They came to my house. They went to my mama's house. Right. But wasn't no threat, though, y'all. Wasn't no threat. That's what they said. Wasn't no threat. Yeah, they were disrespectful to my parents, my baby. Y'all know my child's 5. I keep telling y'all, single mom. But all these threats happened. So if it wasn't no threat, none of this stuff should be happening that's happening. But the news didn't tell y'all that. The news didn't play that. It's all on social media. You can see it, view it. But this is why I tell you to always be safe and stop listening to people that's trying to do things for a campaign. Because that wasn't nothing but a campaign type of rally, electioneering at its best. That's all that meeting was. Our job is to govern. Our job is to show up and do our job, vote for our stuff, and go home. Because if you believe that you can win, you would do that on your own dime as it relates to whatever you want to tell the community. Right then and there, it's a show. If you pay attention to people that get up to the podium, all they talk about is Tiffany Henyard. And it hurts my heart because y'all know I'm a person too, right? Y'all know that it has to stop. You're supposed to talk about the streets, the alleys, the sidewalks, the trees, stuff that matters, stuff that governs our town. But you're not doing that. You're talking about mess and you're talking about hate, and I don't like that. So my job is to keep showing up, keep doing my job, and keep showing the love for my community, but protecting my community. I just want you to understand that after that threat happened, I went to the courthouse. I went to the courthouse the next day. The next day when I went to the courthouse, I was thankful for the FBI reaching out about the threats as it relates to whoever reported it to them. So I thank you for that. And was telling them to basically take all this stuff serious, right? Because everybody just act like I'm just saying things. I don't have to lie about threats. People get mad because I don't show you the threat. For what? Why? Went to the courthouse. When we went to the courthouse, the same fool in the courthouse doing the same thing. So now you get the sheriff and them come and get the food and tell them you can't do that. You shouldn't be doing that. We walking out of the library, the fool literally trying to put on his belt, but got his phone up filming me. If that ain't a threat, I don't know what to tell you. Why are you looking for me? We're in the courthouse. And you just got there, so someone had to call you to tell you to come there. And this is what I keep telling y'all. You're supposed to protect y'all mayor. Y'all supposed to sit back and watch nutball stuff like this go on as it relates to people being stupid over clicks and views, over want to be popular. Like, stop, guys. This is people's lives y'all playing with. So I just want y'all to understand what is going on. Went before the judge. Of course, the judge said continuance until, like I just told y'all about this game, right? You in there about a threat. You in there about somebody threatening you, claiming they're going to harm you, right? And he continued until January 28th, I believe. But this is what I'm dealing with. These type of things. But yet y'all don't see this and I don't talk about it. I just move on with my life and keep going. But all these things are happening because I won't do what they want. I won't hire who they want. I won't give out contracts. I won't do all these things because I am committed to the people. I'm committed to growth. I'm committed to, hey, I ran the lead. I didn't run to be nobody's puppet. But yet, everybody on the other side, I keep telling you, they are puppets, and the puppet masters is, I always told you, Napoleon, and Thaddeus. Those are the puppet masters, along with the lawyers. I told y'all this over and over again. So until you see it for what it is, stay tuned. Because it's a lot of corruption going on, and it ain't your mayor. It's a lot of theft going on, and it ain't your mayor. It's the people that's pointing the fingers. Them the ones you should be paying attention to. Them the ones you should be checking. Ain't never been corrupt. And I ain't never been a thief. Ever. I don't rock like that. I don't play like that. So y'all need to stop. And please put some respect on my name because I am boots on the ground. I am in the fire. I am walking it like I talk it. I am doing those things for community because I care. I don't got time for the drama. I just want to see my community better. I just want the black and brown communities to see their worth and stop allowing people to just give you crumbs. I want better for us. I want better for Thornton Township. I do. And we have to start by starting. But it starts with you, residents. You have to care. So please come out and vote. Election starts February 10th is early voting through February 24th. And, of course, Election Day is February 25th. So please come out and vote. I thank y'all for listening. I thank you for being out here. I thank you for everything. Okay. All right, we're going to end this live. And I just want you to know I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. I know I've been here for a while. The next episode, we'll talk about visions, goals, accomplishments, because I got a ton of them that we have done since I've been in office. Streets, alleys, sidewalks, tree trimming, things that people really care about. Thank you so much just for listening to me. I love you. Share the video.